Muhammad. And I'm Professor Thames.
And this is
Math class!
Welcome to your first day of Algebra 1 Honors. Today we'll be learning the origins of algebra. It was created by Al-Khwarizmi in Baghdad in the ancient Islam times.
Yes, Muhammad?
where was it created?
Muhammad, it was developed in the House of Wisdom in Baghdad.
Yes, Caroline?
When was it created?
It was created in 825 in the Common Era.
Yes, Muhammad?
So who is this Al-Khwarizmi guy? What did he do?
Al-Khwarizmi developed algebra, and this can be used. This is going to be used throughout the year, and maybe even throughout your entire life, depending on what career you go into.
Yes, Caroline?
Why is he so important?
Al-Khwarizmi changed the world's focus from geometry into algebra because he developed the idea of finding an unknown variable instead of using pre-existing measurements beforehand.
This guy sounds pretty cool, but how do we know what he created? It was so long ago.
Al-Khwarizmi developed a book that represented all of his thoughts and innovations. This book was called the Compendious Book on Calculation by Completion and Balancing.
That's a lot of words. What are some of the things he put in this book?
He developed the idea of adding or subtracting the same value to either side of the equation. This is known as APO or SPO. You've probably used this before. You will also be using it throughout the year and most likely the rest of your life.
Yes, Emily?
Can you show us an example?
Sure. So if we have 2x minus 1 equals 3, then we would add 1 to the other side and to this side to cancel out this one. So we would add 1 to either side to get 2x equals 4. Then, using the same idea, but this time for division, we would divide by 2 and divide by 2 on this side. And then you would finally find that x is equal to 2.
Yes, Muhammad?
What other ideas did he develop?
He also developed roots and square roots, which we'll be learning throughout this year.
Yes, Caroline?
All of this was developed in Asia, but what about Europe?
Actually, Europe was going through a time called the Dark Ages at this point.
Yes, Emily?
Why is it called the Dark Ages?
It's called the Dark Ages because they focused on religion and not making new advancements in math and science. In fact, they didn't even use the zero until 250 years after it was introduced. At this point, they were still using the Roman numerals, using I's and X's to do math and just write down general numbers.
Yes, Caroline?
Well, how did he get his ideas to Europe?
To spread the way that Islams did math, he actually wrote a book. This book was actually called The Book on the Art of Reckoning of the Hindus.
Yes, Muhammad?
Well, the word algebra is so random. How did Al-Khwarizmi come up with it?
Well, actually, the word algebra stems from the Islamic word algebra. That means completion.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and he also brought focus to Hindu's version of the numerical system.
The what?
The Hindu numerical system. It's the idea of using numbers 0 through 9 and just continuing to use those numbers up into all of the numbers, really, anything bigger than that. After it became popular, it was referred to as the Hindu-Arabic numerals.
Well, the Roman numeral system didn't have a zero, so when did that come about?
The number 0 actually originated about 600 in the Common Era. Is there any more questions?
Yes, Emily?
How old was he?
He was born about 800 in the Common Era and died about 847. He lived his entire life in Baghdad. Is there any more questions?
Yes, Muhammad?
One last thing, Professor Kim. What do we do if we forget everything that you taught us?
Well, it's simple. All you gotta do is smash that like button and subscribe. Be here next week.